So I always have all these books behind me, and sometimes people ask me, what's on the shelf? What are you reading? What do you like? So I thought I would go through some of the collection and just discuss what I have, why I kept it, why I like it, why I don't. One of the things I'm currently rereading is this book, Legacies by Len Wein, and many artists. There are lots of artists in here. This is a history of the DC universe as it stood at the time. The series actually came out through 2010 to 2011, so by the end, it would already become out of date because the New 52 would happen. And so it's not an accurate time of recording history because things have changed. There have been reboots. There have been just different kind of things introduced. Some have gone back, some have gone forward. But this is still a very interesting showcase as to how things stood at the time and how they were trying to put everything together in that single timeline. So if you're interested in the history of everything, seeing where they put everything and how it fits and what events they place before or after or which characters can be very interesting. But that's not the crux of why I ended up loving this issue. It's because of the frame. There is a framing device of the story being told to you by this old gentleman who has lived through his life in the DC universe, loving all of these heroes. And it's not just something that comes in at the beginning and the end. It's also something that is peppered throughout. He ends up being present at certain events, not all of them. It doesn't go for that cheesy, he was there for everything, but he's there at certain key events, other things he observes. He keeps these newspaper clippings, these heroes being around. They impact his life in multiple ways in terms of how he ends up, the profession he ends up choosing, all those kind of things. And so it adds this kind of heartfelt layer to the proceedings that you're not just kind of following this staid recounting of the history of the universe. You're getting it to feel more personal. It's connected for me, but it ends up mirroring in some ways how it can feel to be a fan of comics for some fans, because again, fandom is not monolithic. There are different ways to experience it, but just how these stories and these characters can become part of your life and impact them in certain ways, or you can think back to certain times and recall certain characters and what you were reading and the like. And so I think that just makes this a special kind of compiling of the history that makes it stand out in a way that I find enjoyable and special and fun to reread, even if everything in it isn't accurate to how things are currently. Some people do compare this to Marvel's series, and what can I say? I like that one too. So yes, that is one of the things that is on my shelf. Have you read this? Do you like it?